Hi, I'm Drew, a drag queen living in LA with my husband Curtis, my dog JB, and a neighbor woman who always gets my name wrong.
Dolores. I'm Grant. I live in Florida. I've got 4 kids. I got a wife running around. Tomorrow's her birthday, so that's cool. Or time of filming. And I used to be a pastor. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Today we talk about a lot of things, but what's most important is that Dillsburg took a shot at us, and it will not go unanswered. Ugh. It will not
oh my God.
Go unanswered.
It's disgusting is what it is. It's not
what
even
else
like
we talk
it's
about,
not,
brother?
What do you, I went to the mall today.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But we also dive into like our youth pastor stuff. That's kind of cool.
Oh, we do. We do spend most of the time talking about youth pastors, but I did go to the mall.
Enjoy the episode.
Hi, I'm Drew, and I'm Yak.
And I'm Grant, and I'm not. But Drew, do you know what I am today?
The man that God always wanted you to be, but you never quite believed you could be.
I didn't expect you to get so real so fast. I lost my P.O. Box key many moons ago.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Angela's birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to A-Train.
Oh,
that's what I
fuck,
call her.
I completely forgot. What should I get her? A break from her husband?
A
break from her husband?
So I knew that people would be sending her things to the P.O. Box, and they did, and they were so fucking nice. And so she has, don't worry, I haven't given anything
Just
to
give
her.
Angela the emails. Just give Angela the emails that says, this is in your P.O. Box. If you can't get in the P.O. Box, how are you getting the presents?
So I went to the P.O. Box today. I went to the post office, and I said, let me in. I didn't do this, but I did with my tone. And they let me in. They gave me new keys. I had to pay for them, but that's okay. But Drew, I also need $35 from you later. But while I was in there, there was old mail that people had sent. Check this out. Check this. This is a threatening. We got a threatening postcard here. The back just says "woof." If you can see that. Here's
to
the front.
you. That's not to us. That's to you.
Oh, that's to us, brother.
Oh, no.
It's a threat.
You know what?
It's a threat from Dillsburg.
Here's the thing. You can threaten us, but your name is still Dillsburg.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, okay, a grown man threatens me, terrifying. A child, a baby threatens me, still kind of scary, depending on the day. I get very lightheaded if I stand up too fast.
They got little hands.
But fuck you, Dillsburg, and fuck you for trying to make us scared.
Fuck you. So for our listeners, this is a clearly AI, by the way. Clearly
oh my
AI.
God. And
what
it's
destroying
the world.
You're killing our parents.
You're killing us. Although there are a few funny things I do enjoy about AI that
it's
I think, is it worth it? Sometimes.
A little bit.
Sometimes.
This says Franklintown. What is this? Franklintown 3? Franklintown -3? Because that's the score.
Franklintown lost 3 points. Lost the vote.
It
so it was between
Dillsburg.
It was between Dillsburg and Franklintown, and they voted. And Franklintown got 3 less votes than Dillsburg. That's why it's named Dillsburg.
What were they voting? Oh, they lost. Therefore, they're Dillsburg.
Yeah, just keep it going, Grant. I was trying to make a civics joke, and
I get it.
It's been a while.
That's going to be our spin-off series on civics. God damn it. Dillsburg, Nixon twins be advised, this town remembers. Founded 1800. Founded 1800? More like pooped out of a butt in 1800. Am I right, brother?
More like
yeah, you got it. I'll edit it. Don't worry about it.
You can edit around this. Yeah. More
ahead.
like more like if you you tried to fart in 1800 and then you ended up shitting a little.
Yeah. It's okay, dude. That was pretty good. It's okay. Hey,
I got to be honest, Grant. That's good for Dillsburg. That's fucking good for Dillsburg.
Yeah, we haven't been threatened by a city before. Can I?
Oh, I have
for a second. Well, yeah.
Go for it.
I mean, fucking Bowling Green. Am I right? Just lifting the veil. I love this. This made me smile so much when I pulled it out.
So good.
I loved it. I loved it so
good.
much. Thank you.
What a
whoever sent this.
stupid name for a town. I love it.
Stupid. God damn it, it's stupid. Anyway,
it's so
I love
stupid.
This.
Me too.
I'm going to carry it around.
Fuck you. Yeah.
But fuck you, Dillsburg. Drew,
yeah.
How have you been, brother? We haven't spoken, which is normal. We only speak when we're being recorded. Have you been? Any
you're
updates?
A bummer. You're a bummer to talk to because you're always like, I have 4 kids and I have no money. How am I going to survive? And it's like, I don't know why I answered this call. I'm good. I went, oh my God, everyone, I'm so sorry to make you all so jealous, but I went to the mall today.
Wolf Chase Galleria?
For those of you who are going, I wish. For those of you going, malls are dead. Not in LA, baby. Southern California is packed with malls. Not a single store empty. Okay? One of the stores I had to tell my poor sweet husband, Curtis, he says to me, what is that? Is that an actual brand? And he pointed to a store that was just filled with AliExpress and Shein clothing. And the name of the store, was Q. And it had clearly been done like on Canva. And he's like, I see these stores all the time.
What is it?
No, it's trafficking clothes that'll give you cancer. Yeah, people just go on AliExpress, they buy a bunch of clothes, and they open a store.
How much were they charging for that shit?
I'm throwing that idea your way, Grant, that you could do that now. If you're looking for a job. I'll let you know. Okay. I did order this from AliExpress. It's a champagne moissanite ring, 3.5 carats, grade something, very clear. Anyway, $80.
Grade Franklintown -3.
You do have to wait. You do have to wait a month, and then you forget you even ordered it, and then when it does come, you're like, oh. Anyway, so you want to see what I got at the mall? Oh my God, Grant, you're crazy. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I went to my K beauty. Hang on, let me just make sure.
You're supposed to tap your nails on it. You're supposed to.
I got my skin. No, that's how you make sure it's in focus.
Oh, can I do that?
Okay.
It worked.
Yeah. I'm an influencer. That's literally my job. Grow up. Ugh. Okay. For all the retail workers, Grant, you're frozen for me. Oh, you're back.
Know why?
Okay.
I'm hardwired into the mainframe.
Because you moved too quickly and you have terrible taste.
Life.
Anyway, we went to Bath and Body Works. I will not apologize. I know that it's slowly killing me. I don't give a fuck. I love their soaps. And my husband agrees. And so we knew it was Mother's Day weekend, so they'd have sales. So we went to go get some cheap-ass soap. Number one, if you ever go into Bath and Body Works and there's something sweet on the label, cinnamon roll, blueberry, cookie, whatever, if you smell that, you will... What's the word? Die. They're horrible. Die. Never go for a sweet, okay? If you see one that's like eucalyptus and flip-flops, be like, interesting. And that's going to be the best thing you smell all day.
Why can't you smell a sweet one? I love a sweet one.
They smell like shit. They smell horrible, Grant.
You have sugar
They smell like that fake vanilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got sugar shit.
Yes. Anyway. So we go into this Bath and Body Works. It was very, very busy, which honestly made me feel alive. So I'm walking through. I'm feeling very alive. And I felt, we get to the registers. There's a huge line with 3 registers open, and it took forever. And it's because, like, all of these sales and shit, the people at the register... Exactly.
Exactly. Well... Registers.
I will say I do think some of their candles are made with gasoline. Anyway, so we wait in line, and there is the manager. The manager is this like 40-something-year-old, very tall, big bear faggot. And then everyone else under him is like a high school student. And so the entire time, as we're waiting in line, honestly, he could do whatever he wants because he's got the patience of God. because not only are stupid customers asking him stupid questions, but then he has to keep going back to the counter because the person forgot what was on sale. I heard him
Right.
say this more than once. It's the big four. It's body soaps, like, and he went through. And by
Yeah.
the end, he had just had it. And then as we're walking out of the store, I was kind of whispering to Curtis, like, we've all been in retail. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And right as I say that, we came upon him again. He got back to the front of the store and he went, "Well, you have a great day." And I was like, "Oh, you do drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, you do drugs." So anyway,
Yeah.
if you work in retail, my heart, my thoughts, and my prayers are with you
My
this
heart will
weekend
go
as your
on.
mother. Oh my God, Grant! Not only is it Angela's birthday this weekend, it's Mother's Day. What did you get, Mom?
Shit.
Can you just put my name on the card, please? Actually, do that.
I
That'll really confuse her.
I actually was just gonna send this to her. I was just gonna forward this to her. It's just some
Yeah.
random vague threat from a town she's never heard
She
of.
would be thrilled just to see Nixon twins on there. I don't think she'd need any more context.
And it's AI, and she wouldn't know that because she's old. So this would be real. This is real to her. Anyway.
Okay, I'll have you know this, Grant. AI is getting better and better, and it's confusing the hell out of me.
Yeah, I, as anybody does, I very much pride myself on not being fooled by things. Like Penn and Teller, step aside, try to fool me.
How long have you felt this way?
Try to fool.
How long have you felt this way?
Me about not being fooled, about not being able to be fooled.
Yeah,
Ever since I saw the Music Man,
which was,
when I was a child, I saw the Music Man, and I was like, "Not going to get
Okay.
me. Not going to get me."
and yet you lived
Nope.
20 years, almost
Not gonna
20
build a
years as a
monorail.
pastor of Christianity.
Don't do
And
that.
you don't think you were
Don't
fooled?
do that. Don't
don't
do
think you were
that.
a little fooled?
Don't do that. There's
You
no
don't think
reason
you were a
to
little
bring that up.
fooled?
Don't do that.
It's
I was-
literally the whole point of this podcast.
No, it's not. It's also about friendship. God damn it. Now I'm sad. Fuck.
Sorry, Grant.
Drew, can I show you something? Can I show you something very, very funny, very cool, very hip, very in?
Well, now that you've sold it like that, I know it's going to live up to the hype. Yeah,
Okay,
give it to me.
I
Right in my
love-
veins.
Okay, we'll edit that out.
Shut up. I'll be honest. I just had such a bad day yesterday, and I don't know what happened to me, but I went into a deep, dark hole. Oh yeah, Grant.
Stop
I got a
spending
new
time in the hole.
therapist. I got a new
You
therapist.
did?
Mm-hmm. I've seen her twice now.
Oh, she is gonna be real sad pretty soon. Her life got hard.
She's one of those like women. She's like
One of those
early
women?
50s. I know. So she's not a doctor. She's
You
one of
say
those
early
like women in her
50s?
early 50s that's like,
Yeah.
oh, girlfriend, you could never shock me. I've heard it all, which is I love. I absolutely love. I've called her mom twice. Anyway,
Mom, ma'am.
she threw something out at me that reminded me of a conversation you and I had.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I need to ask Grant about this. So she said, she did ask, like, so your diagnosis as ADHD, depressed, anxious. And I was like, yeah, I'm alive. And she goes, anything else, like any personality disorders? And I said, why'd you ask it like that?
No.
And I said, actually, I have thought that I was bipolar forever because I feel absolutely out of control, but I'm not manic. I've never had a manic episode. And she's like, well, there's other things. I was just curious. If you had ever, Grant, we have
What's wrong with
personality
us?
disorders. We have
Fuck.
borderline personality disorder, or at least I do.
Fuck.
And you can start saying that you do too. I haven't been diagnosed, but part of the disorder is allowing me to say whatever I want.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember? You do remember, of course. You just brought it up. We did, for everyone listening, just to give you, again, a little peek behind the curtain here. There was a conversation we had where we freaked each other out by saying that we're pretty sure we're bipolar.
Yeah.
And-
It didn't freak me out. I was honestly relieved.
Oh, not me.
'Cause there's
I was
something
like, God
wrong.
damn it. I'm going to kill my whole family one day. Like, that was my first thought.
You're not.
'cause it's
No,
always been
you're not
here.
you're
Always
not
been
a
here.
family annihilator. You really aren't. Listen, I listen to enough true crime. I can spot him a mile away.
Oh,
Actually, your
what a
neighbor,
relief.
that's a family annihilator.
Oh, shit. Well, now I've got a new thing to be anxious about because I have a family, and I could not stop him or
No, no,
anyone
no, no,
over the
no.
age of
You know I
8.
was talking about her. And secondly, it's
Oh,
their family. Family annihilator means like their
oh
own
my God.
family.
That's so funny.
You really have
Okay,
to turn
well,
on a podcast, brother. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, we freaked ourselves out with that. Well, I freaked myself out. I guess you weren't freaked out. You were relieved. But
I
now to
loved
hear
it.
this. So when I talked to my therapist Monday, I mentioned I was talking about us again. I mean, what else is there to talk about? And
Well, I
I
have a
brought up,
lot. I have a very full life.
well, I brought up that I think that it's funny because I think that whatever's wrong with me is probably wrong with you and vice versa. Except for the gay
Yeah,
stuff. That's just, oh, miss
that's
me with
right.
that, brother.
That's right. There's nothing wrong
But
there. He's
so
right.
I do regularly think that whatever is happening to you emotionally, mentally, physically is going to happen to me if it's not already happening.
How
So
does
for
your
you
butthole
to tell
feel
me,
today? How's your
pretty
butthole
good,
feel?
tight,
Oh, so
yeah,
you lied to me. Oh, what'd you say? Tight? Yeah,
tight.
we're the same. We're the
Yeah, yeah,
same.
yeah. That's what's up. But
Tight.
that freaks me out to hear you
Tight
say
rights.
personality disorder because shit, if you got
I
it,
don't
I got
grant.
it.
No, we don't. A lot of different things can cause it. We had very different lived experiences. However, I took a couple of the online quizzes because that's how medicine works now. And
Oh,
I took a few online quizzes and they were like,
mm-hmm.
for sure, you're fucked. And
Oh
there
no.
was
What
something
Disney
about
princess are you though? Did you
Tiana.
find
Shut
that
up.
out?
Of course I am. Tiana. What are you?
Almost there. You're not going to believe this. Jafar?
Actually, of the two of us, I'd be Jafar. Jafar's
Yeah.
gay as fuck.
You really
Obsessed
would.
with Jasmine. Yeah, we all were, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, and they said, like, you certainly have it. And I was like, duh. And so the next time I was picking up Alexis to go somewhere, her roommate Kevin, who, like, I would say we're friendly. He used to be my personal trainer until I just ghosted him all of a sudden, which is
Oh no.
something that someone with BPD does. Anyway, he was like standing outside as we were pulling up, and I was like, fuck, 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 fuck. And he's like, hey, how are you? And I
That's
was like,
you were
I have
just
a
dancing. Fuck,
yeah.
fuck, 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 fuck,
Well, the
fuck, fuck,
steering
fuck,
wheel
fuck,
fell
fuck,
off my
fuck,
car,
fuck, fuck, fuck,
so now
fuck.
I just have to kind of
Oh,
move it with my motion.
with you. Fuck, fuck,
Anyway,
fuck.
but
Subarus.
I went,
Magic.
yeah, I think I have a personality disorder. And he was like, yeah, yeah, you do. And I was like, thank you so much, Kevin. But there's something about, even if I don't, even if this is just like my mind making it up, something about being like,
Oh my
it was
god.
out of my control. Okay? It was out of my control.
I do like
It
having
works.
another excuse for me being an asshole. That's pretty cool.
Well, I don't love you being an asshole when you have little ones around. Please keep your assholeness to yourself. Oh, they're
No.
teenagers. They're assholes. Never mind.
Oh my god, they're such assholes.
Piper's so
Jude's
mean.
Jude's at Universal right now doing his grad venture. He's living his
Doing the
grad venture
what?
life.
The
Grad
what?
venture, when they leave middle school and go to high school, they
They go to
rent out
Universal?
Universal, and they're there till like 1 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
So Jude is worrying. He always worries. He worries and worries and worries. So he has his debit card. He knows how much money he has, and he's called me twice after making very small purchases to ask what his balance is now. So like
Aw.
he's got plenty of money to be at Universal, but he was like, I bought a butterbeer. How much money do I have? I was like, well, how much was it? And he goes, I mean, I know how much it was. And I know I can subtract it, but I don't know how taxes work. And I was like, none of us do.
Oh, great.
Son, none of us do.
You've got to get him into. You know what? Get him in one of those wilderness programs. Kidnap Jude in the middle of the night. Maybe that'll help his anxiety.
I was going to just let him go in the woods like our parents did to us in Tennessee, but we have alligators and bears. Oh my.
I will say that my
Oh, and meth.
husband my husband was a wilderness child. He was kidnapped in the middle of the night like Paris Hilton and had to live in the wilderness for 2 months. And when I first
What?
heard, and
For
I'm
what?
not proud of, he was, both of his parents were doctors, and he lived in a very wealthy neighborhood. And so all the
And
doctor kids would trade pills.
oh,
That's why
yeah,
Curtis like doesn't do shit. That's why he's sober as hell. Anyway, but
yeah.
he got kidnapped, and I remember him telling me about it for the first time, and I was thinking like, "Oh my God, that is devastating. That is horrible. I have a new story to tell." So like, silver lining, silver lining. Anyway, so I watched the Paris Hilton documentary where she like dives deep into it and how traumatizing it is.
Right,
And then
right,
I went
right.
to Curtis and I was like, I know this may be too difficult to talk about, but do you want to share your trauma around that experience? And he goes, it wasn't traumatic. It saved my life. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
What's the point of going to the wilderness after being kidnapped in the middle of the night if you're not going to be traumatized? You like
Does
it? Well, I guess that makes
so
sense. He's
so
married to me.
instead of waking up in the middle of the night like and being like they're coming to get me, he sometimes does he wake up in the morning hopeful and he's like they're coming to get
Hmm.
me? Is it wilderness
Yeah.
day? Am I going back to the
Sometimes,
woods today?
sometimes he turns over and he goes, "Oh, Drew," and I'm like, "Yeah, me."
Oh, there's a roof
Hmm.
here.
Okay, I stopped you from whatever activity you were about to do. Go ahead.
Okay, so have you seen this social media trend video? I don't know if it's a trend or just viral videos, but it's a man on the street, like interview thing, and he
Billy on the
goes up,
street.
Billy on the street, and he goes up to straight men and shows him a picture of a straight man he just talked
Yes.
to. Okay, it's
Hmm.
so good.
Keep
Can
going.
we just
Keep it.
watch a
Explain
second
it.
of it?
Explain it for the listeners,
And
though. Keep
and
going.
then he says, "Is he gay or straight?" And they have to decide. And then once they decide, he says, "Are you gay or straight?" Which of course they're always straight. And they go, "Do you think anyone could tell that you're straight?" And they just keep that going. So I know
Hmm.
you've seen it, but for the sake of everyone else, here we go.
It's
You're
great.
straight.
I'm gonna go gay.
And then what makes you say that?
Just the tattoos with the sunglasses for some reason.
Are you
Right?
gay or straight?
Straight.
You think people could tell based on looking at you?
Oh yeah,
You
Oh
think that
yeah.
guy's gay or straight?
Probably gay.
And what makes you say that?
Just the way he's standing, like
And then are you
Just the way
The
he's
way
standing.
he's standing.
Just the way he's
Yeah,
standing.
it goes on. So that's one of many. He has
Yeah.
many videos like that. And I know the magic of TikTok. I know that he probably had to cut out some who did probably say straight. But
Mhm.
the fact that he's
Boring.
able to find so many straight men who were so quick to pass the judgment and then immediately get it pushed back at them, I gotta say, straight men are not okay. They never have been, and they never will be. And the reason we're in this mess we are today is because of straight men.
Hey, listen. Speaking for the straight men,
Go ahead.
that's valid.
If we were
So-
if we were a maternal, if we were, what's that called? What's that called? Not patriarchy,
one helping.
macadagoriarchy.
Nope, no one helping.
If mommy's in charge, if mommy's
it.
in charge, our society would be so
Mommyarchy.
much better. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
Put mommy in
so,
charge.
So thank you for making a clearly non-political video that's just funny, haha, into your into a movement. But here's what I wanted.
Sorry, I
Drew-
support women, Grant.
Can you appear? You know what? I forgive you. Don't do it again. Can you appear as straight in a still image? If I froze the image of
No.
you right now, can you appear in as straight? Can you try?
Okay,
I'll
Yeah.
get you. Do you need some time to prep?
Count-
Are you feeling
count
good?
me down. Count me down. No, I think I can do it.
Okay, count you down from 3
Count me down from 3. Go 3, 2, 1. Now, and that's when you're going to take the picture.
on the now. Okay, okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, now. Oh my God, he's so straight. So straight, he didn't even fucking show up.
I'm an absentee father. No, I don't look straight anytime. It doesn't matter. Anytime. I just don't. It's not even a choice. Listen, Was it a choice at one point? Yeah, I had to select gay when God
Mm-hmm.
birthed me, but it's not a choice anymore.
Oh
I
my
don't know. Is
God!
this straight? Wait.
Yeah. So I just wanted to see if you could, and you can't, and you did it. You
Okay.
clearly can't, and that was it.
That was
I really
cruel. That was
thought you would
cruel.
do many different takes.
You know what,
on
Grant?
That, but
No. You know what, Grant?
I know what
Fuck
you're gonna
it.
say, and no. Mm-mm.
Can you appear straight in a photo? I'm going to count you down, and then you look straight. Do you think that that's something you do all the time? Because it's not.
Drew, here's
3,
the thing.
2,
I am
1,
so
straight. Look at those gay ass glasses. Actually, no, that smile is very straight. Yeah. No, you're gross. That's gross.
ladies.
Yeah. Stop.
Hey, lady, smile more. Hey, you look prettier if you smile more.
Okay, I gotta
That's
be
good.
honest.
That's straight.
It
That's
is
straight as
great
hell.
advice, though. It is great advice because there's this guy on TikTok that I follow that says if you smile, even when you're feeling sad, like your brain is dumb, and the physical act of smiling eventually kind of tricks your brain. I know that's not why men say that to women, but it's great advice. You know what? I'm going to start saying that to women.
Do
I'm
it.
going to.
You really should. Especially
I
if
am.
they have like if they have like kids pulling on them and stuff, and they look really stressed out. For sure, tell them to smile.
No, I won't go near someone with a child in public. I hate that shit.
That's probably
Keep
a
them
good
at
call.
home. Put them in their crates.
I had I wanted to talk to you today about something that shaped both of our lives quite a lot. A position, a role, a place of authority and honor. And to do that, Drew, I think for us to talk about it, can we just turn our hats around backwards for a second? Can you just
I don't.
Yep.
I've never done
just-
that before.
You just turn your
No, I
hat
can figure it
around?
out. I can figure it out.
Yeah.
So
you
this
can
is the
take it all
front.
the way off. Yeah, you can take it all the way off if you need to. Rotate it. You're almost there. I know it's scary. It's fine. I know, your glasses. You can fix them though. Okay. Yeah. You got it. It's so good and so straight. Drew, I wanted to talk a little bit about
Ow.
youth pastors.
Oh, hell yeah. They're the worst.
That's why our hats need to be backwards, so that the youth.
But don't you pull your hair through it?
You do, I guess. I guess you do. And
bangs.
Max from the Goofy movie. I think he does too. Isn't his
I
hair
love
his
that
skin?
movie. Why didn't we watch the Goofy movie growing up? That was not
did.
part of our canon. No, I mean, we saw it, but it wasn't one of our VHSs. I know it wasn't.
No, but correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't the Goofy movie an ABC like thing? Like they showed it on TV?
You're wrong.
Did they make it for TV?
No. Movie theater.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
The Goofy movie? Wait, was the sequel made for movie theater?
No, remember the what's the song? He's in the yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Alexis used to do it.
Powerline.
Alexis used to
Powerline.
do it in drag before she transitioned. I think now it's just it has too many bad memories.
Triggers.
What
me.
is that song?
I like the mystery. So Powerline.
Keep it powering, I'm goofy.
That's what he is. But he did the whole performance to try to bang that girl, and then he had the sex dream about her, and she turned into his dad, and he stopped for some reason.
That's how I found out I was gay. Same thing happened to me.
You didn't stop. So, Drew, I wanted to ask you, when you think about your experience with youth pastors from our middle school days at the Bellevue all the way up to you going to the church for gay kids, your show choir church.
Okay,
Right?
I'll have you know that church did have a bunch of show choir kids in it, but they said that gay was wrong.
Oh,
Grow
so it
up.
was a real church. That's cool.
Yeah.
What are some? Do you have like a biggest memory of like, oh my god, that's the most youth pastor thing that's ever youth pastored to me? Do you have strong memories of youth pastors?
Yes, of course. My youth pastor at that other church I went to after I left the mega church, his wife, they had 7 kids, and then she left him for a woman. And she left her
Of course she did.
kids.
Of course
She came back.
did.
She came back to
That
the
guy
kids.
kept impregnating her, and so she was like, you know what? I'm going somewhere where they can't put another child inside.
You know
me.
what?
This is
He reminded
insane.
me so
7
much.
kids.
7. He reminded me so much of our youth pastor, Greg. There was just
Greg,
something about...
baby.
Yeah, like, I remember them as, like, I remember thinking they were, like, so cool. Like, oh my God, like, this is rad. I can't believe they're, like,
Yeah.
taking time to really break this down for us. And I thought they were both hot. And I now looking back on it, of course, I could be like, oh, that was cheesy as hell. That was horrible. That was
Yeah.
grooming, is what it was.
Greg,
now that's grooming.
It really is to some extent. Greg kicked field goals for the University of Memphis when he was in college. So he was like tall, blonde,
Hot.
handsome
hot.
dude, boring as
Yeah.
shit. The most boring,
boring.
human being. Like he
Super
would-
boring.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey. So fucking boring. Did I ever tell you when I worked for him and I was his intern that I broke him with a prank and he
No.
threatened people over the walkie-talkies?
Well, say what you did, and we'll decide whether or not he was correct in doing so. I'm not totally on your side yet.
Nor would I expect you to be, but you will be. So we were obviously mega church, and I was like a youth intern. Angela was a summer intern as well. She was on one of the buses as well. And so we had giant, like Greyhound bus size buses. I don't know. There's 4
that
or
the church
5 of them.
owned. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were like 4 or
Nice.
5 of them taking us to the beach. And so we got down to Panama City or something, and it was hot as balls, and our bus's AC went out. And when we had stopped at Walmart to get a bunch of groceries, and when we had stopped at Walmart, Greg was like, I'm going to buy everyone ice cream. So literally cleaned out Walmart. I mean, it was like it was a crazy amount of ice cream bars. And we had all these giant coolers with whatever, and they put them all on my bus. And that's when the AC went out. And we weren't far. We were probably another 30 to 45-minute drive away. And so we all have radios. And all the interns, there's an intern on each bus. And we were like the radio people because they can't give you real responsibilities. So Greg wasn't on my bus. There was another intern with me, and I said, listen, I'm going to tell them that we ate all of the ice cream bars. That because it was so hot, I just let all the kids have as much as they wanted.
That's not bad.
Because he said, don't let anybody get these. This is going to be a big thing once we get there. Everyone's going to unload the bus, and they're going to be hot. And I'm going to be like, I got you all ice cream. So we got on the thing. He said, how's everybody doing? And I was like, we're really good. The ice cream like really hits a spot. And he said, what are you talking about? And I said, well, yeah, I know you said not to get into it, but they're really hot. The AC's out. All the ice cream's gone. And he just goes silent. I'd never seen this man emote ever. And I was around him since 1995, I believe, was the first time I ever met him. I was around him forever.
It was a good year.
Good year. The Braves won the World Series. So I was straight.
What?
So
we say 1995, and the first thing you think of is the Atlanta Braves? That's insane.
I watched that with Pawpaw. I watched that World Series with Pawpaw. It's a core memory of me and Pawpaw. That's when I started to love the Braves, because I would go over there and watch the games with them.
You just
and
like
then they
doing the
won World
racist
Series.
chant.
You know what? Every time I do it, I think
1995.
of him.
I know
The
that
Dallas
as
Cowboys
America,
won the
we were
Super
getting
Bowl.
ready for the Summer Olympics in Atlanta. We were so jazzed. Diana had no idea, but she only had a couple years left. Those are
I
my
think
first
she
two
knew.
thoughts.
I think she knew. He goes completely silent on the thing. And the other intern with me is losing their nerve. And they're like, you have to tell him it's a joke. And I said, hold the line. And so he gets on and he goes, "Heads are gonna roll," and then he went silent.
Was that a prank? Was he doing prank back?
No, it was 100% because he apologized to me later for it, and he came to me like, "I'm so sorry for my outburst." I'm so sorry for my
His
emotional
outburst. Grant, I'm going to tell you this
Heads
right here,
are
right
gonna
now.
roll.
That
Heads are gonna roll.
is a family annihilator. Okay? A man who keeps, no, I'm not, I'm serious. A man who keeps everything bottled up, and then his outburst is him
Heads are gonna
saying
roll.
something violent and quiet. No way is his family safe with him. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that. That's a family annihilator. That's a Chris Watts.
Oh, that's a Chris Watts. Fuck, that's a Chris Watts. He did.
Yeah.
He loved oil barrels. God, that's so sad. We should.
Is he
talk
still
about
alive?
that. Chris Watts?
Greg-
No.
No, beep out his last name. Our youth pastor.
I said his name multiple times. Yeah.
The first person to ever give me free cocaine
Yeah.
was named Greg. He was a DJ.
Do you remember Greg's little brother Scott was like, he was my Sunday school teacher and he was like 5'2". So Greg was like this big college football stud, and then his brother was, "Hey, I'm
Okay,
Scott."
The way straight men talk about other straight men is so wild to me. It is
How so?
absolutely wild. What was I watching the other day? And it was that
Pornography.
no, you know the guy that walks around New York and he's like, "Tell me, are you a couple? Tell me how you two met." You know that guy? Anyway,
Oh,
it's
Mamdani.
pretty popular.
The mayor?
Yeah, Mamdani. And they
Tell me
stop
how
this
you two
couple,
met.
and then the girl goes, "Oh my God, you're the meet cute guy." And then the first thing the straight guy says to him is, "Wow, you're a really handsome dude, bro." That's the first thing you said. And then
I
the way
love
you've been
it.
talking about Greg, Grant, you have called him
I don't use that. I don't call
statuesque.
people's. No. Listen, he was handsome. You said he was hot.
He was handsome. You said he was a stud. You literally
I don't
said
use
he
that
was a
language.
stud. Roll
I
the
did say
tapes. Roll the
stud.
tapes.
I did say
I'm saying
stud,
there's
but
something
that's not
wrong.
my words. I'm saying
Okay.
that's like that culture is like he's like this big college football stud. I was using their language. I don't talk like
No,
that. I
Grant.
don't use that
No.
language. You're ridiculous. What?
Wait.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
No, but is this him?
I don't.
No way.
No one can see what you're looking at.
Well, hang
Who
on.
are
I'm
you
not
talking
quite
to?
sure if it's him. Give me a sec. Okay, you might think I'm insane. Is this him?
Yeah. You're absolutely insane. That's not
What if he
him.
gained a
That's
lot of
not even
weight?
Close. He would look like that. That's crazy. He'd have to be bloated in the Hudson River for a year to look like that. That's nuts. No, that's not Greg.
Okay, first of all, it doesn't matter how you look. All bodies are beautiful.
Except for that guy's. Whoever that guy
Wait,
is.
there's not a single picture of him on the internet.
You know why? He annihilated his family. It's family annihilator.
Dude, you know what? I'm going to search his name and family annihilator. I don't
Heads
see
are
what
gonna
pops
roll.
up.
And that apparently
great.
that was
That's
the last
scary.
text he sent. Heads are gonna roll.
Mm-hmm.
So while you look that up, youth pastors do crazy things, and I have a couple of videos, reels, tickety talks, if you will, of some youth pastors, just like some.
They're just trying to connect with youth and
cool
like,
youth pastors.
I'm still young.
Did I? I think I did. I think I told a story on here of the pastor that I worked for in Memphis who he would go to the youth retreat and bring a real gun and shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where so the illustration for everybody was he would blow up a condom and then he would tie it and throw it like down on the floor and see if it would like deflate or hold air because he was like 1 in 6 condoms have holes in them. And I'm like, where are you buying your condoms? But he would have a loaded gun, a revolver, and he would put a blank in one and he would spin it while he was talking and fire it. And then like in this condominium with other families and shit around, it went off and like scared the shit out of everybody. And like, you know, like fucking police were called. And all he said about it was, look at that. Like, so all the kids are like, fuck, you know, their ears are hurting, whatever. And he was like, guess someone got pregnant.
I
Look,
would
Someone got
never.
pregnant.
I would never wear a condom again. if I went through that. I mean, I never have, but I wouldn't start.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, youth pastors do cool stuff. Some of these clips maybe you've seen. There's a couple of them that I think maybe will lead us to make maybe helpful observations for people about,
Okay.
because I don't know if you remember this, Drew, but I used to be a youth pastor.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, I don't want to brag, but you see my hat? Do you see how easily I turned it around? Watch.
You know what, Grant?
I did that for years.
You should have to volunteer at a boys and girls club once a week to
I tried.
atone for all the shit you said to kids.
I tried. They won't let me.
Actually, you have 4 kids. Your house is a boys and girls club.
Yeah, I'm atoning. Okay, I'm pretty miserable a lot. So,
I hated the backwards hat. I'm so sorry. I couldn't do it.
It's okay. I'll keep it. I'm used to it. Okay, here we go. Show you. I know you've seen this one, but I learned something this week that maybe this will help us talk about it. Here we go. You've seen this, I'm sure.
Here we go. Come on, ready? Virginity is cool. Come on.
Virginity is cool.
What up?
Virginity is cool.
He's got it. Virginity is cool.
I mean,
Well, it's just not. It just doesn't sound good. Like
but
virginity.
is cool.
It's too many syllables. It's poor. It's poor marketing. Is what it is.
Okay. So what would you? Well, we can't say celibacy. What would you say? What is cool?
Don't fuck. Just suck.
Okay, but I think that they would have a problem with the sucking too.
No, as long as you do mouth or butt, God can't see it.
He does have butt mouth blindness, and people don't talk about.
Oh my
that enough.
God. I saw somebody
Are you
shared.
praying?
They took a screenshot from Twitter and put it on the Instagram, and it was, I don't know if it was it was a celebrity of some kind, like music, basketball. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but just in all caps, it said, "The anus is not a sexual organ. The anus is not a sexual organ. The anus is not like over and over and over." And so someone quote tweeted it and said, "This looks like Bart Simpson got in trouble for fucking somebody in the anus." So weird.
Oh my
Straight men are
God.
weird.
What that made me think of was, number one, virginity is cool, and I miss
It's
it
super
every
cool.
day. And the second is, I heard someone talk about this today or this week on a podcast, and maybe you've heard this before. I never had, and I was like, holy shit, that's exactly the type of Christianity we were raised with. They called it Crotch Christianity. Have you ever heard that?
No.
They said that the things that are most important to this brand of Christianity are everything related to your crotch. So sexual identity, sexual orientation, reproductive rights, all of that. Like, don't masturbate. Don't let your dick
Don't
get hard
wipe.
about other dicks. Don't wipe. Don't get abortions. And I was like, oh my God, that's the Christianity we grew up with. Crotch Christianity is what they called it. Isn't that brilliant? That was our youth group experience. It was all about our crotch.
That was Jerry Falwell, baby.
Jerry Falwell, I mean, I wonder, did he wake up one morning and just go, I'm making it all
Fuck
about
it.
this dick?
There are some people in the world where I think everyone's gray. No one's black and white. But Jerry Falwell, he is evil. There is no nuance. There is no subtlety. Because he was alive, the world suffered. He made the world worse. And it's continuing on past his death.
Like,
I think he's one of the
objectively
most
worse.
evil people to have ever lived. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I just had to say that. I had to say that.
So when that documentary dropped about Falwell Jr. And John Carlo and his wife, like
He's a
into
cuck.
watches-
Let him be a cuck.
Yeah. Let him be a
cares?
cuck. But
Be a cuck.
But when that documentary dropped, there was a guy in my church that went to Liberty University when Senior was still there. And I told him that, and I knew this guy was certainly far right of center politically. But I said, I don't think that a rational person can make an argument that Jerry Falwell Sr. made a positive impact in the world when you look at, I said
Everything.
take the AIDS epidemic. So when you look at how many people died, and there was a loud voice that kept Christians from getting close to people who were suffering in need and dying, I don't think you can make an argument that he made a positive impact. Like, there are literally dead people in his wake. Like, come on. And here was his pushback, which is, again, everyone loves a good anecdote. You know what I mean? Anecdotal evidence? Hell yeah. So this was his story. So I was like, there's a bunch of people dead because of him. And that's one example. There are many more. But that's one group of people that are dead because
Was he
of
the
him.
one? Was he the one that blamed 9/11 on gay people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sodom
that's
and
okay.
Gomorrah.
I do
Yeah,
agree. I do agree with him on that one. I
We
do.
all do. We
I
all
felt
do.
it. I
Yeah.
felt the move. I went,
Sure.
oh fuck, I'm part of this. I'm part of that.
This was his pushback. Like, oh yeah, people are dead. But you know, when I was on campus, there's one time I was walking to class. It was raining real hard, and then this SUV pulls up. You know who's driving? Jesus Christ, Jerry Falwell Sr. And he opened his door and he said, "Get in, young man." And he
Oh
gave me a
my
ride to
God.
class, and he was so nice to me. End of story. I'm sold.
Yeah.
I think we've been too hard on Senior. Have you,
Yeah.
Drew, have you gone to Liberty University and opened your SUV door when it's raining and driven a young man to class? Have you done such a thing? Have you done such as this?
No, but I did shake O.J. Simpson's hand, and he smiled. So
Oh,
I don't think he did it.
God.
I don't think he did it.
Well, I think Objectively
I don't
the
think he
World
did
might
it.
be worse because you shook his hand. Is this like the worst butterfly effect ever? Shaking
No,
OJ's
Grant.
hand?
Oh my God,
Ugh.
you're being insane right now. Okay, this was for the investigation. Okay, I said that I'm really good with men's hands because I have some sort of trauma around it, and
Yeah.
if I shake his
Yeah.
hand, even if his hand doesn't fit into the glove, I'll know. I'll know.
This hand did it.
And
This hand is
his
strong.
smile just like it disarmed me, and I said, "Let him go. Let that man
Oh.
go."
Good.
And they did.
Speaking of trauma leading to your sexual proclivities, I heard a bit by Pete Holmes this week that made me laugh. Where Pete Holmes, former seminarian himself,
He's so funny.
he's so funny. He talked about
He's so smart. He's so smart.
He's very smart about gentle parenting now versus like in the 80s and 90s. And he's like, you'd fall and skin your knee, and you'd go to your mom or dad, and you'd get one of the you're all right. And he would go, oh, thank you so much for invalidating my reality. I'm sure that I will develop some sexual kink out of this one day. So you're saying pain is good? All right, let's go. So Pete Holmes.
Oh, stop crying. It doesn't hurt. Stop
It
crying. It doesn't hurt.
Stop it. Crotch Christianity. I remember our neighbor. Remember our neighbors from New York that were like a few houses down?
They weren't all from New York, Grant. One was from the UK.
Yeah.
And the mom was from
The dad.
Boston.
Oh,
The mom
okay.
was from Boston. The dad
Okay.
was from the UK. And
The-
hearing them talk was insane.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
cartoon character, and he was the most posh sounding man. He sounded like a royal. And I was like, did you hook up with a chambermaid? What is happening? Anyway, she died of cancer.
Yeah. We were riding our bikes. I was riding our bikes out past their house, and their son kicked a soccer ball and hit my front tire, and I
remember that.
I skid on
Hilarious.
the pavement and skinned up my knee and elbow really bad. I remember I was bleeding, and she ran out. Was she a nurse?
Yeah.
She ran out.
Who
and,
smoked? Who smoked like a
Like, yeah,
goddamn
smoked
chimney.
so hard, and
Yeah.
she like helped me get home. And I remember all she kept saying over and over again, look at him, not even crying. Drew, all I wanted to do was cry. But when she said
Well, yeah,
that,
she
I was
knew
like,
that.
put it away. Put it away. This Boston lady says no crying. And she's like, look, he's not even
Family
crying. Look,
annihilator.
everyone, he's not even crying. And I was like, I'm not. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
No, your
So-
family's in danger.
I'm into some weird stuff. Crotch Christianity. I want to show you a more. That was a funny clip. I want to show you a more funny for different reasons and dumb, and it really illustrates what pastors are kind of shooting for here. So this is a youth pastor who clearly got the senior pastor was on vacation or something, so he got to preach in big church. And you say, how do you know he's a youth pastor? Look at what he's wearing.
Oh my God! Yeah.
So I got this little, it's real cute. And so I got
It's
this
got to be
on Amazon for like $10.
mid-20s,
right?
late 20s.
And so say I'm using this phone and something happens and I drop it,
Those jeans.
or I get mad and I throw it on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Your iPhone.
And it broke. That sucks. Hey, but it's okay because it's cheap. I could just go on Amazon right now, and I could go buy another one, and I'd have it at my house tomorrow. It'd be completely fine. It'd be so easy.
Uh-oh. Drew, don't look away.
But what happens?
Don't
But
do
what
it.
happens if the same thing happened
Don't do
to
it.
this phone?
Oh
A
my
real
God.
phone that works. That's totally fine. What happens then if I accidentally dropped it? You didn't think I was going to do it, right? Right there.
Here we go.
Right there. That reaction. Keep that reaction. Listen to this. Lean into this moment. Lean into this moment. Your reaction right there. How you freaked out about the real phone being dropped because it's costly. Not the cheap phone because it doesn't cost very much. Means you counted the cost. You counted the cost of the costly phone and wouldn't want to keep
Grant,
doing that
how much
over
do we have to
and
listen
over
to
and
this?
over
How
again,
much
right?
until the
He's
point
making
is made?
his point.
Because it's not
Okay.
cheap. God's grace is not
God's
cheap.
grace is not
Jesus, being tied to a post and flogged, getting flesh ripped from his back is not cheap. Putting a crown of thorns on his
Okay. There's a lot
Why are youth
going
pastors'
on.
pants always so tight? Always. That is not the style currently. Why is that?
You're not allowed to buy bigger pants because the senior pastor wears bigger pants, and so you get.
I will say
confused.
that man is
like a youth
not
thing.
intelligent, and that's okay.
No.
You don't have to be a pastor.
Not a good
However, I do
presenter,
find him
communicator.
physically attractive. He's very tall.
Oh, okay.
bang
Drew,
that
he
guy
may have
out.
only appeared tall because he is on a stage, but
Oh,
so
maybe.
what he did in that moment where he threw his phone on the ground. Every fucking pastor is after that moment, especially ones who suck at communicating, which that guy sucked at it. Like he looks so uncomfortable up there. But they're all after that moment. They want to do something that people are going to walk away and be like, can you fucking believe it? Can you fucking believe it? He threw
Yes.
his goddamn phone. And it's so manufactured, and which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with manufacturing those moments. But what's the point of manufacturing that moment? What are you getting people to do? And for this, it was count the cost. What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
The first thing I thought when he threw the phone on the ground, besides, oh no, your phone, I also thought, like, what privilege you have to throw your iPhone on the ground so that you can make a point. Like, in what world is everyone able to throw a $10 phone on the ground? Not our world. Definitely not the world a megachurch lives in.
Well, the church would just buy him another one. Like, it's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And so that guy was quintessential youth pastor right there. The tight jeans.
He had a great butt.
I didn't even see
He
it.
did.
Did he turn to
Oh,
the side
Grant. Wait.
often?
When he walked sideways, you could see, it stuck out. Look at how huge his thighs were. That's the first thing I noticed.
I'll go back and check
That was a
out.
very attractive man.
Oh, great. Well, that's not what I want to get out of it, but I love it anyway. You know what? How about a little palate cleanser? This is clearly to reach the youths. Here we go. Eye of the Tiger, Two for Christ, Christian
Rising
version.
up, back on my
Back
feet.
on my feet.
Got knocked down, rose above
That's
it.
right.
Went the distance, I don't take no defeat.
defeat.
I will thrive, I will not just survive.
What's the guy doing? Is he going to get in on this?
Listen,
There he goes.
before I was a Christian, something was missing. Felt a little distant, dark, resistant. Made a decision, got a new vision. Wrote my goals, yeah, wrote my mission. BC, I was aimlessly walking. Then one day I heard the voice of God talking. Rise up, child, to the enemy mocking.
That's right.
Prayer is your weapon. Pray without stopping.
I have a time.
So good.
Oh my God!
So
Throw a phone on the ground. I gotta say, they
good.
should have just thrown their phones on the ground.
I think the top comment on that video was that is like an evangelical church like leader duo. It's always a pretty girl with a boring voice and a muscular guy with no talent.
A muscular guy. Oh, the amount of, I think the reason I thought like my type was like a big muscle guy, which like I'm now know is not my type. But that was like what I always thought. Yeah, because I lived in a fucking church and everyone in church is obsessed with men's bodies. And by everyone, I mean men.
Yeah,
Men are
that's
so
100%
obsessed
true.
with other men's
100%
bodies.
true.
It's so strange.
The last pastor I worked for, the senior pastor, his Instagram, like we would go, like he would talk about this all the time with us. Like he'd show us his like Discover page, and it was just hot dudes, shirtless hot dudes working out. That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
When I joined the staff, he was just a normal dude approaching his fees, got a little gut on him, just a normal dude. And then he like got a trainer, and all he talked about was his body. He started to shave his forearms. I remember that one day being like, those are fucking bare as,
I do that
as
too.
anything. And yeah, but you dress as a lovely little lady. But he,
That's true.
he became obsessed with his body. Then the executive pastor did as well, and gave himself rhabdo. Almost died.
They
that was
fucked.
pretty cool.
They fucked. You know they did.
Probably. I hope they do.
I think.
But that
okay,
was a big
wait.
thing.
Let me throw this out. Let me throw this
Okay.
out. Let me throw
I'll
this
catch
out.
it. Go
this
ahead.
is occurring to
Go
me.
ahead. Go ahead.
Jerry Falwell and the Baptists decided to blame gay people for everything in the 80s, and they became target number one. And so they've been vilified so huge and stuff, such as that.
What?
Yeah, I think it kind of fetishizes gay people to them in a way, because
Oh,
sexuality
for certain.
sexuality
Anything forbidden,
is
yeah.
a spectrum.
Sure.
And so almost no one on earth is on one side completely. And I think
yeah.
having that that kind of weird, like we were almost supervillains. Like homos were like supervillains to them. I think I think it like fetishizes guys into like
I
being
completely
even
agree.
more into it.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I should have
and
should have tried to bang more youth pastors.
You still can. They're out there. Don't like
No, Grant,
let
can
go
I
of your
tell you,
dreams.
do you want to hear something horrible? Okay. Last
Okay.
weekend we went to the Ren
Give me a
Fair
chance
for
to
Alexis's
answer.
birthday. That's not the horrible part. Ren Fair is amazing. However, I forget how old I am sometimes.
Yeah.
And
41.
we walked into this like one booth, and it was all these like young college girls like
Oh,
looking at all this stuff. And I was by myself because Alexis found a wand. I don't know. And I had a moment where I was about to go up to them and be like, yes, bitch, yes, girl, whatever. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. And then I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I was like, they'll call the cops.
Yeah.
I'm so
they would.
old.
Yeah.
Do you ever have those moments where you're like, when people don't ask for my ID, I'm like, are you crazy? You're going to get shut down. I'm so young.
I
Okay, sorry.
actually when you said college age, when I'm around people that are that much younger, I get nervous. Like I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, they're going to make fun of my bones." Like that's my first thought.
Oh, They can make fun of me all they
Oh,
want.
no,
I just
they're
get
gonna make
nervous
fun
that
of
like
my bones.
they're going to be my 13th reason, which is a reference I shouldn't understand at my age.
Yeah, you're still holding on, and I hate that about you. This is not technically a youth pastor clip, but it is a hip, cool church in my area. Actually, I didn't know it existed until I found this clip. But they're in Orlando, and apparently this is the hip,
Nice.
cool new church. And there's something fucking insidious that this guy does that evangelical pastors do all the time, and I hate it with all my heart. And it's going to let everyone watching this, like all the evangelicals in that audience, they're going to walk away and go, yeah, I did something today, and feel good about themselves when they didn't make the world better at all. And so anyway, enjoy this clip.
Is this
You
show
remember-
supposed to be a bummer?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're talking a lot about church, so that usually is the result.
Yeah.
He posted this, by the way. This is from his Luke Leeson.
Shia LaBeouf,
All right, Leslie.
an interviewer says to him, let's talk about Jesus. What would you do if Jesus walked into this room right now? And Shia LaBeouf just starts breaking down. He starts weeping. He said, even cussed in his answer. He said, I wouldn't say.
He cussed
nothing.
in his answer.
Kiss his feet. And he can't get it together. I wanted to show the clip. And then I was like, I don't think I can show that in church. And you're laughing. But then I said, why can't I? Because we're so unnerved with this word choice. But you're unmoved in your worship.
No, he's having a psychotic break.
Father's the risen Lord
Oh
Jesus.
my God.
More.
Unmoved.
See,
in
we
his
got a
word
problem
choice.
with people based on what they
Unnerved.
say and
Sorry.
what they do. Jesus has a problem with us based on what we don't say and we don't do. It's right here. Here's the thing that some of y'all are getting ready to send me an email about, and I won't read it. You're going to go, well, are you making space for sin? Get your head right. No one's making space for sin. We just need to know that you're no better than that guy. He says a bad word and you say shoot when you stub your toe, and you think God's with you and not with him. I mean, get serious about this
Get serious
stuff.
about this stuff.
Like, we're all being sanctified. But he's struggling how he's struggling. What if you told us
claps
how
a
you're
lot.
really struggling? Just because you're good
How
at
long
keeping
is
yours a
this?
secret,
I know,
he's a
it
bigger
feels
issue
longer
than you
than it
are.
is.
Just because you're around people.
That
Thoughts?
felt
What are your-
like
what are your
30
thoughts?
minutes long. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
longest clip we've watched ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does
Shia
feel
LaBeouf is clearly having a psychotic break. He
Okay.
also said that gay people scare him. Like, if he's in a room with a gay person, he's terrified.
But I
Like,
don't have any problem with gay people. They scare me. Like a bunch of them walked up on me.
That's so he's clearly crazy.
Yeah.
That's
he's not in a good
insane.
spot.
That's insane. Instead of doing the loving thing, which would be like, well, I don't know, pray for him if that's like what you believe. Instead of doing that, he's like, I'm going to use him. I'm going to take that clip of that man having a psychotic break, and I'm going to talk about it at church. But I'm going to say that we're the problem.
That's an interesting observation. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. What I noticed was a little different, which is he did this thing that millennial and younger evangelicals will do to appear progressive. They will pick something that their previous generations really care about, like the word fuck, and then they'll say it and they'll go, I don't have a problem with fuck. And so because of that, I'm really progressive and cool. And so that guy was making that whole point about, like, you care about curse words. Like, you're unnerved by a word choice. You're unmoved in your worship. He's encouraging people to fucking get serious about their worship. And it's this stupid fucking posturing where they pick something that doesn't matter. It only matters in the church world to, like, older people, which is they don't like to curse words. I say curse words, and that makes me cool and hip, and I'm into it. But what's he trying to move people to? Something internal that's immeasurable and doesn't help people around them. He's like, get serious about worship. What the fuck does that mean? And so what's going to happen is all those Christians are going to hear that, and they're going to be like, we're fucking progressive. We're really progressive because we say fuck, and now I'm getting serious about my worship. That was a call to action. I'm serious about my worship. What does that mean? I don't know. But what he doesn't do is he goes like, see, we're progressive and cool and whatever. He doesn't address your neighbor. He doesn't address gay people. He doesn't address people in need. He doesn't address hungry people. He doesn't address lonely people or depressed people or any of the vulnerable people around them. Instead, he's like, we're cool and progressive because we'll say the F word. We'll say the F word. Am I using someone having a psychotic break as a sermon illustration? Yeah, don't worry about that. We're progressive and we care about people. You can say you can say the F word here. That's fine. And I fucking hate it because it leads all the people sitting there to get what they wanted, which is they can walk out of there and feel better about themselves. And they can walk out of there and go, well, I'm not the hateful Christianity of my parents, because I don't get upset when Shia LaBeouf says fuck, and I follow the call to action. I'm taking my worship more seriously. And they miss the whole point. Nobody's life is better because of that, but they feel better. They feel better about themselves, and they feel like I'm doing better and I'm better than the generation that came before me and whatever. And this Jesus guy said that the 2 greatest commandments is love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. The second is like it, is to love your neighbor as yourself. And so he says the only way, truly the only way to really worship God is to love your neighbor as yourself. In the book of James, it says that pure worship is to take care of orphans and widows in their distress. That's it. The only pure worship God accepts is to take care of orphans and widows in their distress. So if your call to action is not action outside of yourself, not some internal, take your worship more seriously. If your call to action is not the fucking injustice all around you, if your call to action is not to address the systems that are hurting the people around you and to not address the family members they don't talk to because of who they get turned on by, or the fucking racism and the greed that's built into their family system, you haven't loved God according to the Bible. And I fucking hate these fucking clips because this guy, I guarantee you, it rhymed and it sounded good, and Christians can go in there and feel good about themselves and feel progressive because we say the word fuck, but you haven't helped a single goddamn person around you, and I fucking hate it. But I did it for a long time, so...
Well, because if they dismantle those systems, then they lose power. It's all appearance. It's all just the worst grift. And it's so boring. It's so cliche. Girl, get a new thing. You know what? If he wants to appear progressive, then next Sunday, instead of just saying shoot, he should give an abortion live on stage. Okay. Until you do that, I'm not tithing.
But the minute you do that, you are tithing?
Yeah, I think I would. Just a little. Because, at least he did. That's so nice. If it was a woman in need. Not, forcibly,
Sure.
to someone who doesn't want it. That's crazy. And I would
tell
only
you-
tithe once if that were the case.
I don't. He probably doesn't do it anymore because he's a brand now, and he's on social media and everything. But again, the pastor I used to work for, every now and then he would curse on stage, and that's what he was doing. He was doing look, you can trust me. I am progressive. I do care about I live in the real world because I said shit. And then people would complain, and he would use that as an example the following week. Look, they're upset about my word choice, but they're not upset about their worship, and it's just fucking shut the fuck up. Anyway, church is cool. I'm going back.
Okay, this is the portion of the podcast, this is the portion of the episode we've reached where I say something that I'm not, this is not an attack on you, Grant. But as you were talking like that.
This is
No. As you were
God
saying.
damn it.
Well, I just remember, I used to say that about you. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, he's not sure if he can, come to my wedding yet or not. He and Angela still need to pray about if they can come see me get married. But he's, pretty progressive. He cusses. He watches R-rated movies. No, for real. I used to say that about you all the time.
It's true. Yeah. But I think that's the thing, is that it is different than what we grew up, and it's just It's a story you can tell yourself, and it's a story I told myself to excuse the parts of myself that weren't okay. It wasn't okay for me to look at my brother and go, I need to pray about supporting you and your personal choices with the man that you love. Fucking stupid.
To be fair, Grant, you did say, after you and Angela prayed about it, you did land on, we'll go, but we'll sit in the back.
Did I say that?
You did. You said,
okay.
I can't speak or stand at the wedding, but I can be there, and we will sit in the back.
Okay,
and I was like, what a progressive Christian. That's incredible.
Okay, but back rows where all the cool kids are. Man, I'm just being cool.
That's true. That's where we keep all our cigarettes. Yeah, you look cool as hell.
But okay, now that everyone thinks I'm a monster, and I am, I did speak at your wedding.
Yeah, you cried like a little faggot.
And I cried, and you cried because I cried.
No, I didn't. Mom cried because you cried, because she didn't understand why you were crying, and she was crying because she felt left out, because she didn't feel any sort of happy feelings.
I don't remember everything I said. I do remember writing it on the plane, writing down my thoughts.
Thank you so much for doing
I remember
that.
the big point was to Curtis was I've always wanted my brother to be safe, and he's safe with you, and I can't ask for anything more than that. So, and I still it's still true. I just want you to be safe, and Curtis is safe for you. You're not to be trusted by yourself, and so I like Curtis.
Grant, you know what I want for you? You want for you?
A job.
Retribution.
Let's get them. Patrons, thank you so much for supporting us. Thanks for sticking around. I don't know if you made it all this way or not, but if you did, you get to watch Drew dance as your name scroll over his used to be a pretty attractive twink body, and now it's a mess.
In the right lighting, it can still pass.
Yeah.
Okay? If a blind person with no hands approaches me,
sure,
they have no idea I'm not a twink.
There's some AI technology that can restore you. And so, patrons, thank you. Dillsburg, fuck you. Drew, can we leave on one of the craziest Christian sermon clips I've ever seen?
I would love that.
That I think is your brand. I think you would go to this church. You might change your mind about church at this point. Here we go. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to be able to share this with you. 36 seconds. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
He sits in the theater room of your soul and sees everything that goes across your screen, guys.
Yeah, he does.
Your whole pornography thing, you think like no one knows it? Mm-hmm. God's watching it with you. He waits for the climax. Mm-hmm. God, if he only knew me. If he only knew me. Mm-hmm. If he only desired to know me, I would be his climax. Well, I'm gay.
All right, everyone, go out into the world to be someone's climax. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.